Fall is coming. Bit of color, cold, fresh air in the morning. Definitely jacket weather this morning. Almost frost on the ground, so fall is coming, which means next week and the week after there should be beautiful color as far as the eye can see, hopefully. So the arm is feeling much better today. A couple of days of rest and it's feeling 89.8%. Somewhere around there. A little more color as we get higher up here into the bush. Beautiful. Okay, helicopters. I think I've figured out what's going on. I've been looking online and asking everybody around town what's going on with all these helicopters. It's been non-stop. Now apparently we have some kind of course offered at the local college to teach helicopters, okay? Flying them, I don't know, running equipment, fixing them. So that's what everybody's telling me is it's one of the college programs here, but I'm like, really? There'd be that many kids learning to fly helicopters? Like every 15 minutes there's another helicopter going overhead, and sometimes 2 or 3 of them up here at a time. So that's what guys are telling me. I don't know that I'm 100% on board with that explanation, but, and they're black. Would the school use black helicopters? You think they would have a, you know, bright college name on them or something, advertising? I don't know, but this is what people are telling me, so for now, that's what we're going with, okay? It's some kind of college program, and that's what all these helicopters are. There's the old gifting log right there. I haven't put anything in that, probably in 6 months. And it's starting to rot pretty good. It has been here 7 years since I moved here. Not much left on the bottom there. You can see my gifting log is about to expire. Anything in there? See? Bigfoot just doesn't make any effort, man. That's why I quit putting stuff in here. It's like having a pen pal that doesn't write you back. Pointless. So in the last video, we actually heard a lot of yelling, noises I couldn't really say what animal they were coming from, no idea. And then we heard knocks. I fell and hurt my arm if you didn't see that one. And right after I said, okay, I gotta head home. And you know, I didn't make it a quarter of a mile back through the bush and we started hearing all these knocks. But my arm hurt so bad I couldn't stick around. So that's why today, 2 days later, I'm back, because this time of year in the fall, I've noted in the past, we get way more activity than any other time of the year. Now, is that because something's migrating through here? Is it just coincidence? Multiple years I've noticed this, guys. Once the color starts coming, once the cold air starts coming, the activity ramps up in the fall. Then come December, it falls off a cliff. We don't get anything pretty much December, January, February, right into March. Okay, then things start happening again. So is that going to be the case this year? I would say, due to past experience, that's probably most likely. So we're out here today. I'm hoping to get some knocks, something. There was a ton of activity in that last video. If you didn't see it, check it out. Starting to turn pretty. I swear there was a knock here. and Gage was looking like he heard it too. It came from down here somewhere. I was recording. I thought I heard it. I'll play that clip. It wasn't very loud, but both the dog and I heard it. Whether the phone picked it up or not, let's check that out. 2 videos ago, we brought out the parabolic dish and did a session with that. And when I got home and was editing that on the computer, I was blown away not only by the volume that we can record with the parabolic, but the clarity. There was no comparison from phone to parabolic. That Zoom recorder, I know I mentioned in that video it's about 4 times more volume. It's even more than that, guys. I would say it's probably 6 to 8 times louder what gets recorded through the parabolic versus on a phone or my camcorder. The problems are inherent that we mentioned in that video are the handling noise. You have to have optimal conditions, no rain, no wind, and you have to set it out in a location where things are happening, right? So there's a lot of, it's big too, right? So then you got to carry that with you through the swamp. So we don't do it a lot, but I think I'm going to make a point of taking it maybe just 300, 400, 500 yards from the house, setting it up, leaving it on a trail. That way, I'm not going to walk 2 miles into the bush every night and set this thing up and then go back and get it. Because if it starts raining, there's nothing protecting that Zoom recorder. So I have to be able to get it within a few minutes, right? But I think I want to start putting it out and getting more audio recordings. It's just what you can hear on that thing blows me away. I had a viewer also send me a still image that they grabbed from the September Bigfoot trail cam video. Goat Man, okay? So this is what this viewer saw. I think it's awesome that you guys go through these videos and look, because that's what I want everyone to do. I might watch this thing 3 times by the time I record it, edit it, put it up, and I'll still miss stuff, right? So I need you guys to help me out. So in this case, I'll show you guys what this person found. I think it's just a case of pareidolia, right? If we see faces, or in this case, it looks just like a goat head, okay? There was no goat there that I know of. Can I say 100% that there wasn't? No, but but I would go with just a case of it looks like something it isn't, which is known as pareidolia, which is why some of these channels that are showing 12, 15 Bigfoot in a video that they get, they just look at the leaves and, oh, there's a face, there's a face, there's a face. Your mind, through evolution, has been trained to recognize faces which could represent danger, right? Somebody or an animal or something hiding in the bush waiting to jump out and get you, right? So your mind has been trained through thousands and thousands of years of evolution to look for this, and it's a known scientific thing called pareidolia, and that's what this is. Anyway, here is the goat man, goat face, goat thing. Did you get the perfect stick? Awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad you found just the right one. So we found a track in a recent video as well. A single, what could be a track. And I just wanted to remind you guys, while we're up here on the big rock, this is where we found the bit of a track way the one winter about 3 years ago. There was, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 what looked like bare footprints. And they were right here. And if we continue on straight down there, quarter of a mile, maybe a little bit more than a quarter of a mile, is where I found the track in the last video. Footprint? What is that? I just about stepped in there. Heel. Toes. Would be about 2 inches. And then on the inside here, it's 3.5. And this front half is from here. Is the front half of the print, the back half of the print, the heel is up here. Bunch of geese. It's that time of year, guys. Fall is definitely here. never truly alone out here. I guess there's always a plane within half hour going by, you know, so I don't know. If there's an elusive creature living out here, would it want to take that chance of living somewhere where there's planes going all the time? These are the questions we have to ask, right? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. So after finding the footprint a couple of videos back, I have really had my eyes on the ground here. I am looking hard, every deer trail, every place in the swamp where there could be a track. I mean, I am concentrating hard. That's what I'm trying to figure out here is, you know, have we just not been paying enough attention? Or is that just an anomaly that looks like a footprint? I don't know. I'm trying to find more, guys. I'm really trying hard. The problem with looking for footprints is that everything starts to look like a footprint. So we're walking along, I'm talking about looking harder, and I see, you know, this could be a footprint. Now, if I just take my phone and turn it from, you know, 6 feet off the ground here and show you, you could see a footprint, okay? And this is what other channels are doing. Oh, look at this, could be a footprint. I'm going to show you guys this, then we're going to take a closer look at it. Look at that. See, if I were just to point that out and say to you guys, look at the footprint. That looks like a footprint, right? You have no context, you have no size. The problem with these other channels, and a lot of them are doing this on purpose, is they're trying to trick you. We could just leave that, I could film that and say, there's a footprint, right? Well, look at the size of it, right? Like if that was the heel back there, that would be 20 inches, right? The width on this thing is crazy. So we'll just take a closer look, right? These things look like toe prints from a distance until you realize it's as big as my hand almost. That is definitely not a footprint. But when we come back here and I just show you, look at the footprint, right? Don't believe everything that these other channels are showing you, okay? Like I'm saying, that is not a footprint. Could be very easily made to look like a footprint unless you see somebody with a tape measure down there and you're getting a close-up angle of it and measurements. We can make pretty much anything without context around it look like a footprint. Now, do I have a 14-foot squatch with a 21-inch print? If I do, okay, there you go. There's his footprint, right? And his big toe is that wide. Yeah, it's that time of year. I'm going to have to put my hammock away. I've just got to wait a couple of days where it doesn't rain so it dries out. Gotta love but hate fall at the same time.